Hi there, I'm so excited to see that you've joined us again today on day 4 of our Vacation Bible School experience here at Sacred Heart Church. Earlier today you learned about Saint Jacinta Marto, and today we are going to make a rosary book. So let's get started. All right, to get started with your kit for your craft for day 4 with Jacinta Marto, you need to pull out your rosary book. It will look similar to this. You will have a sheet of pictures, and you'll also have a prayer sheet, a rosary help sheet. You should find all of those in your kit. And the supplies you'll need to grab from home will be a pair of scissors, a glue stick, a marker. I just grabbed a black marker. You can get colorful, you can use different colored markers, or you can use crayons, really your choice of writing utensils. So pull out what you need, or what you find you would like to do. So to build this rosary book, the first thing we need to do is right inside the front cover, you're gonna notice a piece of paper that has roses on it. And this is going to be your cover for your rosary book. So you really want to take it and just glue it right into place with your glue stick. And then on the very front, it will look like this. And this is the one that I had shown you earlier. So I actually wrote Joyce's rosary book, and this is something that I can refer back to every time I sit down to pray the rosary. So you'll notice on the inside, there are there's 2 sections to your book. You have the first 4 pages, and then you have the last 4 pages. And these last 4 pages actually have tabs with different color papers on there. And so I would like for you to pull out just the first tab. And we're going to use this paper, just this paper, to actually create your first set of mysteries to pray the rosary. So we're going to work with the joyful mysteries, and we pray those mysteries on Mondays and Saturdays. So picking your paper of pictures up, you'll notice that they have titles underneath each one of the pictures, and we're going to currently focus on the top row here, which is your joyful mysteries. So if you can just gently cut those out, making sure that you keep the title with the picture. These apart. You can get creative with this part. Put your mysteries either side by side or in a column, a row, whichever way you would like to. But the goal is to get all 5 of your joyful mysteries that we pray the rosary on Mondays and Saturdays on your page, to where you can see each one of the titles. And I think I kind of like that. Maybe I'll just move it over here a little bit. This craft is going to be a long craft, so you'll be working on this for quite a bit today. But this is a wonderful tool that you'll be able to use every time you sit down to pray the rosary. I'm just going to glue mine in place using my glue stick. The second rosary, or the second mystery. The first mystery of our joyful mysteries is the Annunciation. That is when Mary, the Mother of God, was visited by the angel Gabriel and announced Mother of God. The second joyful mystery, beautiful picture of when she went to visit her cousin Elizabeth. What a joyful time to be greeted. The joy of Jesus in the belly, and Peter. So we are going to glue all of our joyful mysteries in order. The next joyful mystery we have down here is the birth of Jesus. What a wonderful, wonderful story. Certainly a joyous occasion. And the next one is when baby Jesus was presented to the church. Mary and Joseph took him to the church as a baby. That again is another joyful moment. And the last picture is when Jesus was found in the temple preaching. Mary and Joseph had gone on a trip, and when they was returning back, they found that Jesus wasn't with them, so they went to go find him. And of course, they were so worried about him being lost, and they were so happy, so joyful to find him in the church, of all places. So once you have all of your mysteries glued in place, then you can slide your book. You can leave it out to dry, but eventually you'll want to slide it back into its home. And it is going to be the first home. You certainly might want to pause the video as you're working on this particular craft, because there is a lot into building this particular craft. So certainly feel free to pause as often as you need to. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second mysteries. Those are the sorrowful mysteries. And we pray these on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm going to pull out my pink ribbon or the yellow paper. And the next set of pictures is going to be your very top row up here. These are all the mysteries of the Rosary. So we want to cut out the very top row. Now you may be wondering why we are making a Rosary book for today's craft. Jacinta Marto was one of the children in Fatima, in Portugal, Fatima, where she was visited by the Mother of God, Mary. Praying the Rosary is something that Jacinta and her siblings and cousins used to do a whole lot of. So I'm arranging my second set of mysteries here in order. And I think this time I'm going to go ahead and put 3 on top and maybe 2 on the bottom. So again, you find which way you'd like to put your mysteries, and then again, just go ahead and glue those into place. You might see that this is a routine from our joyful mysteries, now doing the same thing here with our sorrowful mysteries. I'm sorry, the pictures that you're looking at, these are the luminous mysteries. I started to look at the pictures in detail and say, oh, these aren't sad mysteries. These are luminous mysteries, mysteries of light. So what a great color to put this on. Yellow Makes us think of the sun and bright light. And these mysteries are the luminous mysteries. Luminous means light. And so in each one of these pictures, you're going to notice that there was a light or an action of light that took place. So the first one, you know, the mystery of light when Christ was baptized. There was a bright light. An angel or a dove came down and they heard the voice of God. It was very bright. Once we have all 5 of these in place, you're going to continue to do that with the other 2 mysteries. And you'll be able to finish that out with the other 2 mysteries. The other 2 colors of your pages, you have a blue and a red. You can definitely pick your colors. Glorious Mysteries, I would think would go on red, and Sorrowful maybe on blue, but it's your choice. Just think about the emotions that you may feel when you look at the pictures. We'll take a look at the finished product here in just a minute. All right, so after you have all of your pictures glued into place, you'll have your joyful mysteries. We did first, then the mysteries of light, or the luminous mysteries, the sorrowful mysteries, and the glorious mysteries. All of them being on separate pages, you want to slide them in all of the areas that you took them out of in the book. So your joyful mysteries will go in first, and creatively on the front of it, on the front of that page, go ahead and write joyful mysteries, so you know that this section, this part, will contain all of your joyful mysteries. So go ahead and write joyful mysteries on the front of that page, and then slide your pictures right in its pouch there. And then you want to do the same thing with your sorrowful mysteries. Sorrowful mysteries are prayed on Tuesdays and Fridays. So, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're going to do joyful mysteries, sorrowful mysteries on the second page. So I'm just going to write sorrowful mysteries here, and then slide. And you can get so creative with this, use different colors of markers, maybe draw little pictures or add some stickers. But go ahead and slide your sorrowful mysteries in that next pouch. The third pouch, we're going to go ahead and add in your glorious mysteries, which we pray on Wednesdays and Sundays. I'll write the title on the page. And then slide your glorious mysteries in. And then finally on Thursdays, we pray the luminous mysteries. So that would be your very last pouch. Be sure to write the title on this one as well. And then slide your page of pictures right in your pouch. Now you may have noticed that we've left out some of the earlier pages in our book. We've finished the last 4 pages of our book, but we have 4 pages here at the front that we didn't do anything with. So we're going to add some information on those. When we look at our rosary, we pray our rosary, we have a rosary that consists of, every rosary may look a little different, but they all consist of the same parts. So you'll notice on my rosary here, we have, untangle it here, we have a crucifix here at the bottom. And so when we start off praying, you can actually refer to your rosary help sheet here and it'll tell you all these steps, but we're gonna put these prayers that we pray in our book. So when we pray, when we start off with praying the rosary, we start off with the Apostles' Creed. And so on the very inside cover, go ahead and write Apostles' Creed as your title. And for the middle school kids, go ahead and write out the prayer. It's right here on your help sheet. And go ahead and fill it in. You might want to use a smaller pencil or a pen to do this. It's a fairly long prayer, but go ahead and write it out. And for the littler kids, go ahead and cut it out. Cut it out right here on your sheet and go ahead and glue it right into place. And we'll have the Apostles' Creed on the inside. The large beads we pray Our Father. So that would be the next page. And again, the prayer is right on here. So go ahead and write it out. And again, for the littler kids, go ahead and just cut it out and glue it on the inside. When we get up here, you'll notice there are 10 smaller beads. And those 10 small beads, we pray a Hail Mary. One Hail Mary on each bead. So on the third page, go ahead and write Hail Mary as your title and then write in the Hail Mary prayer. Try to use as many colors as you can. Get creative. We also find that we pray at the end of each decade. So the 10 beads from here to here is one decade. At the end of the decade, we'll play a glory bead. So we're going to write that on the next page. There's a lot of work involved in this particular craft, but this is a book that you're making that you can carry with you, pull out, store it with your rosary, and when it's time to pray the rosary, this will help you walk through every step on praying the rosary. Have you figured out why we're making a rosary book? When we studied St. Jacinta Marto today. All right, the next page is the Fatima prayer. Oh, we've heard that word before, Fatima, right? Well, that prayer we say after we say the Glory Be. So again, at the end of each decade, we'll say a Glory Be in the Fatima prayer. So again, write it out, or for the younger ones, you can go ahead and cut it out and glue it in place. On this next page, because our book is going to be used every time we sit to pray a prayer, sometimes we may forget, oh, we said the glorious mysteries on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And the sorrowful mysteries, oh, they were on Tuesdays and Fridays. Well, that's kind of hard to remember. So on this next page, go ahead and write down joyful mysteries are Mondays and Saturdays. And sorrowful mysteries They're on Tuesdays and Fridays. Then we have Glorious Mysteries. Be sure to pause as much as you need to so you can do different colors. Write each word in a different color. Add some extra pictures to the end. We have Wednesdays and Sundays for Glorious Mysteries and the Luminous Mysteries. They're on Thursdays. All right. And that we have it. We have finished our Rosary book. So now, every time you sit down to pray the Rosary, you can pull out your book with your Rosary and walk through a Rosary prayer, just like Jacinta and her family would do. Thank you for joining me.